Welcome to Assist College of Arts and Commerce. This is Assistive Edupedia. Myself, Assistant Professor Sunil Shah. Today I will be covering up the topic called Payment of Gratuity Act 1972, which is there in the SEM 2 of BMS, first year BMS, and in the Unit 4 of the subject called Industrial Law. Students, in this particular video I will be covering up the topic like introduction, application and extent of the act, the eligibility and the method of calculation of the gratuity and the rules therein, and including the concluding part of this particular video. Coming to the main point, what do you mean by gratuity? The Payment of Gratuity Act 1972 is an Indian law that makes certain industries to pay one-time gratuity to the retired employees. The law applies to railways, those workers who are working in railways, those workers who are working in the ports, those workers who are working in any type of industries or the factories, or workers who are working in the oil field like ONGC, or the workers who are working in the plucking of the teas or conversion of the coffee beans, or those who are workers who are like the cotton workers or workers working in the jute mills, that is the plantation part, and those workers who are working in the coal mine or iron mine, or it is in the gold mine. Also, this particular act is also applicable to the shops and establishment. The gratuity is 15 days wages for every year of the employees who had completed the service, and that too, that should be a continuous service without any break over a period of 6 months. Coming to the introduction part, which I like to inform you, in India, the gratuity is a type of retirement benefit. It's a type of amount which has been given by the employer to the employee for his continuous service without any hitch. It is a payment made with the intent for monetary helping, that is the way in which the money should be given by the employer to the employee, helping the employee after his or her retirement. It was held that in one of the leading case of Indian Umpai Company Limited with its workmen, the Supreme Court had interpreted the term gratuity. That is such a general, that the principle involved in it is that it is a scheme that by the service over a long period of time, the employee is entitled to claim a certain amount as a retirement benefit. The Payment of Gratuity Act was passed in the Parliament, that was on 21st August 1972, and it was effective from 16th of September 1972. Students, according to this particular image, what you can see that the employee is entitled for monetary benefit for a period of 15 working days for his continuous service, what is paid for after his retirement, after his resignation or superannuation or his disablement. After he retires from that organization, the employee is entitled for the gratuity paid by the employer for his good work. Coming to the main part, that is the application and the extent, the act applies to all the factories, the mines, oil field, plantations, the ports and the railway companies. But in the cases of shops and establishment, according to the Shops and Establishment Act, the gratuity is also payable by the employer to the employee if it is applies to those organizations with 10 or more persons who are employed on any day of the preceding 12 months. So if the in an organization of 10 workers are employed in any of the preceding or the last 12 months, then the Gratuity Act would be applicable. If the number of employees is below 10, the employer must still pay gratuities. Thus, no employer will be able to refuse gratuity under this act based on the number of employees. So students, I like to inform you, if in any preceding last 12 months, if the gratuity, according to the Gratuity Act, if the number of employees are 10 or more, and in such cases the employer has to pay gratuity to the employee, and in the next year also, if the number of employees reduces below 10, still he is eligible, liable to pay the gratuity. That means once the gratuity is paid to the employer, then whether the number of employees are less or more, still the Gratuity Act would be applicable. If you see this particular image, this is a monetary benefit which is being given by the employer to the employees for his continuous service for more than 5 years in an organization. The act does not apply to the apprentice and the person who holds the civil post, that is IAS officer, IPS officer, won't be eligible for gratuity. All those persons who are working in the central government or the state government are subjected to any other act or rules under this act. So in case if the act or amendment is done in the Gratuity Act, in such cases those persons who are working as an apprentice or those persons who are working or holding a civil post, then if the act says, then it is applicable, otherwise it is not applicable. Eligibility and the condition. Under the section 4 of the Payment of Gratuity Act, the gratuity payment is mandatory whether the company is a bankrupt or insolvent, still he has to pay a gratuity to the employees. Gratuity shall be payable to the employee on the termination of the employment after he has rendered a continuous service for not less than 5 years in a single organization. The termination can be due to superannuation or due to retirement or due to resignation or due to death or disablement due to the accidents or due to disease. So in any of the condition like superannuation or the retirement or the death or any such cases related to disablement, still the employee is eligible for gratuity. If he resigns also, he is eligible for the gratuity. This is as mentioned in the section 4 of the Payment of Gratuity Act 1972. If you read this section 4 subsection 1 of the Payment of Gratuity Act, it says that the completion of continuous period of 5 years is mandatory. When the termination of the employee is due to death or disablement, in such cases also the gratuity is payable. So if a person dies within 5 years or he has been having and what you call disablement, that is called permanent, due to which he cannot go for the job and his 5 years is not completed, still this act is applicable, such which is mentioned under section 4 subsection 1 of the Payment of Gratuity Act. The unpaid gratuity amount is sized by the government, which is further used in holidays, vacation, parties and other fund related activities. If the amount is not been paid by the employer to the employee, then the government will come and the government will seize that amount from the employer and it will be utilized for the amount to be paid for holidays, vacation, parties and other fund related activities. Coming to the second part of the eligibility and calculation, the gratuity, if you see this particular formula, gratuity is calculated by this particular formula: last drawn salary divided by 26, that is number of working days, multiplied by 15 days salary has to be paid into number of years. So if you see the student, if the last drawn salary is 10,000 rupees, then it should be divided by 10,000 divided by 26 multiplied by 15 into number of years. So minimum number of years is 5. So this particular amount has to be paid in cash or through online transaction by the employer to the employee. Gratuity is paid at the rate of 15 days wages for every completed years of service or part thereof in excess of 6 months. The wages here means the wages last drawn by the employee. So whatever the wages, whatever the different types of wages, different types of amount which is considered as wages, such amount has to be calculated while doing the formula related to gratuity. The wages, the last 15 days wages will be calculated by dividing the last drawn wages by 26, that is this part, multiplying by with the result, whatever you get, the last salary divided by 26, whatever the result you get, multiply with 15, multiply with number of years of service. But under section 4 subsection 3 of the Payment of Gratuity Act, the maximum gratuity payable is fixed, that is 20 lakhs rupees. So the company or the organization cannot pay more than 20 lakhs to any of the persons. If it is paying, then it would be taxable. What is gratuity? Gratuity rules, calculation and the exemptions. Coming to the rules of the gratuity, gratuity is payable to the payable by the employer to the employee for the organization who employs more than 10 or more individuals. Employees has to complete 5 years of the continuous service for to become eligible to get the gratuity. Gratuity can be paid not only upon the retirement but can be paid on the death or disablement of that particular employee during the course of employment. Calculation of gratuity is based on the last drawn salary and the years of service. So please remember students, in very important aspect in this particular video I like to inform you, the gratuity has to be paid based on the last drawn salary, not according to the amount or not according to the basic rules what he is getting during the appointment letter. So the gratuity has to be calculated based on the last drawn salary. So if a person salary has been increased last month, then his salary of the last month has to be taken into consideration while calculating the formula of the gratuity. Gratuity can be forfeited for several reasons. Suppose if he is creating a damage or nuisance, or he is damaging the property of the employer, in such cases the gratuity won't be payable. Or if he misbehaves or some of his character, if he does any misconduct to the organization, in such cases the gratuity is not payable. The rules further is that the employers can refuse the gratuity. Even the employers cannot refuse the gratuity if he is bankrupt. Gratuity can be up to the tune of rupees 20 lakhs and in such cases it has been exempted from taxation. The income tax applicability differs for different employees. The 20 lakh bracket, the threshold for the tax exemption is cumulative for the gratuity received. Gratuity can be paid to the widow or the legal heir of an employee, and it is been exempted from the tax if the person dies in a course of employment. The new rules according to the Act is that from 1st of July 2022, that is post-corona, that is the post-COVID, it is the new law says that it is applicable to all organization and corporation. As per the new labor law, the working hours, the provident fund and in-hand salary has been shrunk. The biggest impact of the law has been taken up based on the take-home salary. Coming to the new rules which is there under the Gratuity Act 2022, it says that the organization must ensure that 50% of the employee's CTC, that is the cost to the company, is the basic pay, and the remaining 50% comprises of the employee's allowances, house rent allowances and the overtime benefits. And if the company pays an additional allowances or exemption that exceeds 50% of the CTC, it will be treated as remuneration. As per the Gratuity Rules 2022, the law restricts the maximum basic pay of 50% of the CTC, which will increase to the gratuity, and the bonus that is to be paid to the employees, and the gratuity amount will be calculated on the last base of the salary and comprises of the basic rules and the allowances. The Act also further says that the employees get the paid for the overtime, which is the working for 15 minutes or more. So in such cases also, if that particular amount is been considered as a basic wage, then the calculation of the gratuity would be based on the overtime also. The government has made it clear that the working capacity of any of the worker is 48 hours in a week. Coming to the conclusion part, the concluding part of this Payment of Gratuity Act is that however the scope of this act is limited to the large companies or organization, but it's not applicable to the organization where number of workers are less than 10. Yet it is entirely not complete, and therefore it overrides other acts, whatever the acts which was there previous, the acts which have been repealed, that it needs to, there is a need of an hour to change or modify the implementation of the act, and act is still not been followed by many companies or corporations. So many awareness program has to be done by the government for those persons who are not aware of the rights, that is the gratuity. Thank you from my side.